Hey, yo, it's All Smiles Clothing. You tapping in with Media Pass TV.
Let's go. Alright, so for the people out there in Media Pass world, we have none other than All Smiles here today with us. So for the people who don't know you, could you please tell them a little about yourself?
My name's Smiles. Got a clothing line. Started in 2012. Started when my cousin passed away. Just the message is no matter what you go through, smile.
So a lot of people know you from the clothing brand, but we kind of want to, take it back to where Smiles was Malieka. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So could you tell us a little bit about your childhood and your upbringing? Like, where are you from?
I'm from Hampton. I think I was born in Newport News. I moved to DC when I was younger. Came back to Hampton like 3rd grade. So it was my grandma raised me. I mean, my childhood was a childhood. I mean, it was what I made it, I guess.
What prompted the move to DC?
Shit, the way I would answer that question, that's who took us. That's who took us in. My mom won't, you know what I'm saying? So that's who took us. Mm. So we moved to I lived with my great aunt. So I don't know how this shit happened, but I just know that's who took us.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So then you said you moved back down to Virginia and your grandmother raised you?
Yeah, my grandmother raised me.
Okay, so your grandmother plays a very important part in your life, huh?
For sure.
Could you go in a little bit about that, please?
My grandma.
Your grandma.
I mean, she took us in. She took everybody in. She took me, my sister, my cousins. She took us all in. So she worked. She did what she had to do to take care of us. So like, as far as like, it was a different type of love. It was a tough love. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that how you may see your grandma and it's like, oh, grandma. You know what I'm saying? Want that because she raised us. So it's more like mama. So it was a tough love.
That's how my grandma was. I feel you. I can completely feel you on that one. Yeah.
And then you taking care of all these kids, so it's hard.
So would you say like your grandmother was more like your mom?
She was the mother figure. She was the carekeeper. She took care of me.
So what's the relationship like with your parents?
I love my mom. Like, despite everything we went through growing up, like as she is now, like I love my mom. Like, despite all the bullshit, I forgive her. I love my mom. My dad, I don't fuck with that nigga. I don't fuck with him. So he cool. I talk to him. We got a relationship, but I don't fuck with him. To be honest with you.
When you say relationship, like how? Like you just talk to him when like a high and by type situation?
Yeah, I talk to him when I pull up at my grandma's house and he there. Yeah, if he needs something, he may call me, but I nipped that in the bud too, so that them calls getting lighter. So. Was
there like a certain situation that kind of you just had it, and did you even have a relationship with him growing up?
Yo, growing up, my daddy was that nigga. I love my daddy. I couldn't tell me shit about my daddy. And that's where the disappointment come in at. You get what I'm saying? So,
okay.
Like, even as a child, like, I ain't know who boom. It's like this. My sister daddy started off raising me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But the moment he found out that he wasn't my daddy no more, that nigga stopped fucking with me. So it's like, now it's like, all right, well, I got this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So he came in, he was the drug dealer. Like, he taught me a different lifestyle because I was basketball player. I'm gonna be the first girl in the NFL. That was my way of thinking. I didn't know no street shit. I thought I was gonna be the first female in the NFL. I played football, bro.
For real? What'd you play for?
I played for White Stormers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what position?
Man, I started off at center, then I played fullback. I tried to play wide receiver, but I missed one catch and they took me out the game. They never put me back in. But yeah, growing up, my dad was like that nigga, like, but he also taught me the streets. I didn't know nothing about the streets, but he was a drug dealer. Like, he taught me how to weigh crack, like, a different light, which I thought was cool growing up, like, oh shit, but as an adult, you still doing the same bullshit, like, not necessarily saying he in the street, but he ain't on shit.
Right.
He's still stealing that nigga. I was a kid. My sister dad, the last time he gave me some money, he gave me $500 on my birthday and back to school. And man, the nigga stole it, bro, and went and got high with it.
Damn.
And then when it's time to go school shopping, he like, yeah, if you don't dress like a girl, I ain't buying you nothing. And then when I'm like, shit, now I gotta dress in my 9th grade year, I gotta dress like a girl. Then he took me to Walmart to get the shit. So it was like, he been playing me since I was a kid. So when he do the same repeated behavior as an adult, I can't tolerate it. You know what I'm saying? I'm grown. I had to tell him, you calling me for money, you the daddy.
Right.
Don't make sense. So my mom, I love her, and my dad. So
Okay.
when you ask about relationship with my parents.
Right. Okay. So we're gonna get back to your parents because that was an interesting subject. But you said he told you that your dad told you that if you dressed like a boy, he wouldn't get you.
So
any
he
clothes.
stole my money, got high. He was missing for weeks. I never forget. I'm crying. I'm telling my grandma, like, not my grandma that raised me, my grandma on my dad's side. I'm telling her like, yeah, my dad gone. I ain't even worrying about the money. I'm just like, my daddy missing. She like, girl, he always do this, but it's new to me. I just found out who my daddy is, so it's new to me.
Wait. So when did this happen? Like, when did he start going missing? Like, was he always doing this?
No, he ain't never did that shit before until he got my money. Now you going So I'm thinking the worst because like it was like a system. If I got in trouble, I had to go to my dad's house.
Right.
I go to my dad's house. I can't watch really TV for real. TV, television, vision. I only watch Paid in Full, Blue Hill Avenue, like all drug dealer movies. So it was like he instilled this lifestyle I never knew. I'm watching him do it. He got me watching these movies. Not saying he got me, but I'm in a room. I can't be downstairs with everybody else. I'm watching it. This is what I got to watch. So I'm watching Paid in Full, Blue Hill Avenue, Boys in the Hood, just all the gangster shit. You know what I'm saying? That he coming in, he's selling work, But this one particular time, it's time to go back to school, man. And my sister, and she gonna remember she the one, you need to take her money because she just gonna mess it up. And he took the money order, bro. It was money order for, I think it was 2 for $250, one for back to school, one for my birthday. And nigga went missing for like a week, came back, no money, on some crackhead shit. Like now that I'm grown, like that was some old burnt out shit. Now you done got high, you done burned all my money up. I'm a kid, I'm really worrying about my dad, and you just was like, you didn't give a fuck about me from the youth.
Around how old were you when this happened?
I was going to the 9th grade.
Oh,
so I was like 14.
Okay.
It was 8th grade summer. I'll never forget it.
Damn. How did that? Okay, so I see how it affect your relationship now. But
not necessarily, because I still looked up to him after that. I forgave him.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, for sure, for shit show.
Okay.
I still used to go over there for the summer. It's as an adult when I see it, and I see my nephew like, he don't deserve that. Like, nah, you doing this shit. We did it with me, my brother, my sister. Now you got a grandkid. You still doing the same thing. When do you grow? I can't fuck with people who don't grow. Whether it's my girl, my friend. If he ain't growing, what we doing this for? He's not growing.
I like that.
But I love him.
Right.
But I don't fuck with him. Sorry.
Right.
I hope
Stand
it
on
ain't
it. Stand on it. Yeah.
He gotta change. Maybe he'll see this and change, man. I wish you the best pops, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing to be proud of in that situation. I'm proud of my mom. I like where she come. I see her grow. I see she try. We all have, you know what I'm saying, our trials and tribulations, but I see where she going with it. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. So you didn't want to dress as a girl?
Yeah, I didn't. My grandma let me be me. She let me wear the baggy clothes. She let me be me. It was never forced upon me to dress like a girl. But he took my money and I'm like, well, my grandma like, well, she need money for school funds, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he like, well, the only way I'm buying it is if she dressed like a girl, I ain't buying no boy clothes. Like he against all this gay shit. You know what I'm saying? He carried it with my brother like that too.
Okay.
Like he against all this gay shit. So I'm like, only way I'm buying if you dress like a girl. So now I gotta settle. So like my first week of high school, bruh, I was suspended the first 10 days because I got in a fight the last day of school my 8th grade year.
Okay.
So I was suspended the first 10 days, but when my introduction to high school, bro, I lie to you not, I had on Walmart girl clothes.
How'd you feel?
My cousin Shakira used to give me her shoes and shit so I can, you know what I'm saying, still have some swag.
Yeah.
But like I had Walmart girl clothes on.
At that point where you were just like, I want to make my own brand, or was that just like later down the line? Like what sparked the fuse in you to
it won't,
do
that
a
point
brand?
wasn't I wanted to make my own brand. That point was I want to make my own money. I didn't care about a brand at that point. I want to make my own money. So now at that point, I'm putting it together like, all right, he doing this. This shit is outside because now we done moved from the neighborhood where I played football at. This all transition at one time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I used to live in a complex called Armstead.
Okay.
So now we done moved from there. We stay on Queen Street now. Now it's a whole different environment. Now the shit that I see my dad doing is right outside. You get what I'm saying?
You're around it all the time.
All the time, man. My peoples, man. My nigga Dutch told me, like, bro, you get a double up. I asked him. You know what I'm saying? Because he was young, but he was doing this thing. Like, dang, what you got to do to that? He's like, bro, you can get a double up, get you $20, 20 gonna make you 40, blah, blah, blah. Man, I stole $20 from him. I ain't steal it, but my grandma gave me $20 to go to McDonald's on there, and I was on. I ain't never turned back. I would double up God.
So would you say you just took that same mentality for the streets and you just applied it to your clothes?
For sure. That's why I don't have a storefront, because I like to be in and out the car. I like the feel of it. Like I love the game. I love the hustle. Like, that's me.
Chill out, yeah.
I swear. Yeah,
so you don't ever see yourself getting a storefront?
Man, it's crazy. Like, and Ashley Ford, you know what I'm saying? She did my hair today last minute. It's crazy that you said I was in her chair today, and I asked her oh yeah, she did these. I asked her, like, what is it like to have your own business? You know what I'm saying? And they was telling me it was her and a girl named Bree, and they was like, man, yeah, and they was like, basically like, yeah, you should, because I want to get a store. Like, I feel like my brand need a home, so like, right here on Media Pass TV, and when she see this, she gonna confirm it, and Bree gonna confirm it. I'm like, yo, my sister can confirm it. I called her, like, yo, I'm about to get a store. I want a store, and I never wanted a home for my brand.
Let's go.
I never, but it's like, I want a store. I want people to be able to get to it. Like, I want to travel and not have to be here, because I want it to be everywhere. So I don't want to miss no more inboxes. I don't want to, oh, I hit you here, you didn't reply, or what you got smiles, you're going to have to access this, go get the all smiles. And I've never wanted a store. But today, I guess everything happened for a reason. My hair appointment got canceled. She plugged me in. The conversation sparked. I felt it in me that that's what I wanted to do. And then I'm going to have a store.
Okay.
For
That's
sure.
what's up. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is the online presence just as strong as the trap?
No.
Okay.
Online is more like when I'm doing something like Mulatto, let's take it back. When Rhoda Young, I was supposed to get Boosie the stuff, and Rhoda Young put me on her live.
Right.
When she put me on live, I accumulated orders online.
Okay.
When Mulatto put it on, I got orders online. When I posted,
Okay.
on my Instagram, and when Finesse 2 times put it on, I got orders online. So it's like when something is going on, I get orders online, but it's from like people that's ordering out of town.
Right.
But most of my
Okay,
traffic
okay.
is in town, like Patrick Henry Mall.
Right.
For sure.
How often do you go out of town?
Any chance I get, man. Like now, the way my lifestyle set up, I'm trying to go more. I just got my passport, be in Jamaica in July, so like, I'm trying to give out shirts there. I'm just trying to take it everywhere, man.
All Smiles Global.
Everywhere, man. We can put it in the moon. Put it on the moon.
Okay. Smiles sounds like a happy name, like something that fills you with joy, like excitement. Does it originate from that or a more darker place?
Yeah, I can say it originate from that because I got a name in high school. Like, I just always smile. I think it's like a nervous thing. Like, when I'm nervous, I may smile. If I'm uncomfortable, I may smile. If I'm hurting, I may smile. It's just like, you never know my emotion because I'm always smiling. So I had gotten in a fight in high school, and during the fight, like, while we all getting in trouble and shit, and I'm fighting, I'm still smiling. So they were like, man, they started calling me Smiles. And that just stuck with me.
The name of your brand, did you just decide to name it that just because, or what was the inspiration behind you even starting it?
Shout out to Major, bro. I can't recall what we were trying to do or where we were trying to go, but I'm like really trying to figure this shit out. My cousin had just died. I'm like, I'm trying to start a clothing line. The original name for All Smiles was Street Smart. He's like, nah, that ain't it. And I'm like, well, if that ain't it, then what is it? You know what I'm saying? She was like, man, he said this shit so effortlessly, man. I always give him his flowers because like he's smart. Despite anything, he's smart, bro. And he was like, man, call it on All Smiles. Shit, you Smiles is all yours. Now let's go. That's how the shit went. And then I was like, yo, All Smiles. And then as I started like getting my logos and done, like the Barry being beat up but still smiling, I'm like, shit, no matter what you go through, smile. It started off as just, oh, you Smiles and it's all yours, but it's crazy how everything worked out because it really represents me. Like, no matter what you go through, smile, All Smiles, and that's me. No matter what I go through, like, bullshit gonna happen, and I'm just gonna still smile. It's a gift and a curse, though. It's a gift and a curse.
How would you say it's a gift and a curse?
When you got a title like that, or when you have like, it's like you almost not allowed to let go through shit. Cause like, oh, you Smiles, bro. Like, you got me through this time, so I know you good. Don't nobody check on your strong friends, but you know what I'm saying? But I'm still human. I still go through shit, you know what I'm saying? Well, I grow through shit, but so it's like, I may going through shit, like the fashion show, biggest events of my life. The last two, the biggest events of my life, but the second one, I lost damn near 15 bands, 10 bands, people stealing from me. My table where my merch is only made $300, $389. You know what I'm
That don't
saying?
even make any sense.
That doesn't even add up. I've never went to an event and made under 5 bands. My event, I've never went to one of my events and made under 8 bands.
You don't even. I'm about to say even at the Patrick Henry, you don't make less than. You know what
So
I'm saying?
like the numbers won't number, and so
Right.
that shit took me in a dark place. But it's like the city's so proud of me. So when I go out, I can't be moping like, and I'm in a dark place at this time, but I can't show that because I'm Smile. So I'm still on the internet posting the brand. I'm still posting the promo for the fast show, even though I ain't make $1 from it. I'm negative. Convention center hit me back to back with fines. $1,000 fine for somebody popping a bottle in there. $1,000 fine to replace the carpet. So it's like I'm just digging myself deeper in the hole, but I'm still smiling through it. So that's why I mean it's a gift and a curse, because it's almost like you can't go through stuff.
Okay, you were smiling, but where were you at mentally going through all that though? Like I know that
Mentally,
took a toll on you, man.
Mentally, it was dark, bro. It was like, cause it was like, damn. It was like, yo, you were just good. You just did a fashion show. These 700 people in the joint sold out. It was like, you were just good. You double it back. The people there, it looks great. You know what I'm saying?
Just the numbers ain't add up.
The math won't math. And then on top of all the fines they hit me with, so I was in a dark place, man. And it really took, man, my cousin Reggie, man, he I want to say he called me. I don't know where he was at, but he called me and he was like, I was telling him like, man, I'm fucked up. Bitch cheated on me. I ain't make the money. It's in a fucked up place, man. I just can't shake this shit, da da da. But he always bigging me up, and he was like, man, was the people there? I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, I heard. You know what I'm saying? It was Pat, right? He was like, yeah. He was like, man, it's a business investment. Because would you have rather took the loss and been negative and want nobody in there but you and 4 other people? So then, or would you rather go in there and you seen all these people in the city talking about it? You know what I'm saying? You profit off of it. You use all your content. You post all your videos. And at that moment, I was like, yo, you right? Like, it wasn't a profiting situation. It was an investment. You know what I'm saying? So I use it as network. All my promo from there. The city still talk about it. They waiting on the show. But in order for me to do the show, it got to make sense, because niggas say people don't do right. My man Breeze taught me that people don't do right.
He tell me that all the time. Yeah. Look, man, just expect like, what it is. They ain't gonna do right.
Man, it's just like, dang. So that shit, it was a dark space. It was crazy. That was crazy for me.
Okay, so at what point did you start to bounce back from that?
After that conversation with my cousin Reggie that same day, it was like, I want to say I called Breeze, and I called everybody like, I'm back. Fuck it, I'm dropping.
I'm back.
I don't give a fuck. Is the money gone? I can't get it back. You know what I'm saying? Right. You can't cry over spilled milk because you can't scoop that shit back up and put it in the goddamn cup. So I applied that, and I just started just going crazy. Like,
learning experience and investment, everything. You just.
It was my first time taking an L though. It was my first real L. So I've never took an L with my brand. I never came out negative with my brand. So. But
at the same time, like you said, this wasn't even an L.
Yeah.
This wasn't an L.
It was a learning experience.
Yeah.
Cause like models, everybody like niggas gonna turn into ticket money. Everybody had excuses, but you know what I'm saying. My door, everybody had tickets. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
But the money wasn't there. So it's like everybody had tickets. So it wasn't the person at the door stealing.
So going forward, what are you doing different in your fashion shows? Have you put one on since?
No, I haven't done one since. I'm actually trying to work on one now. Contracts. You know what I'm saying? Let people know what you expect from them up front. You know what I'm saying? Get what they want back. Get it in black and white. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna get 10, if I'm giving you, and then I was thinking not even doing ticket sales, just doing straight online, Eventbrite. You know what I'm saying? So just cancel them all out. So. Yeah. Okay. And heavy security. Please, no bottles, because it was, you know who you are if they pop that bottle. It cost me $1,000. I told them, I thought they were gonna give me some kickback. Like, well, I give you $500.
You still talk to them?
I mean, I don't talk to them. Like, we never talked. It was a customer. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But, I mean, it's still love. I still sell her stuff. She about to come get some stuff on the mall, but
okay.
It's still like, you pop that bottle, and then what got me caught is it was recorded. It was recorded.
Damn. Does she know who she is?
Yeah, she know who she is. I hit her up and told her. I told her, like, yo, yeah, they charged me $1,000 because just to shoot my shot. Because I'm in the negative, man. I'm in the negative. I ain't want to directly like, yo, because it wasn't your fault. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy all night. And this is, you have to go with your intuition. All night she kept pulling me to the side, trying to talk to me. I'm like, nah, bro. Because she told me she was going to pop a bottle in there, but I didn't know she was going to. I'm like, yeah, you can pop a bottle, you good. Just keep it discreet. You know what I'm saying? You good. So she kept telling me about it all night. She's like, come here, Smiles, come here, Smiles. So I'm running. I'm finally like, fuck it. I'm big on like customer service and just big on good energy with people. So I don't want to be like, man, Smiles at the fashion show. She wouldn't even stop and talk to me. You got to see the video, bro. I stopped to talk to her. I see, it's so much going on, but she's shaking the bottom. She's shaking at me. I ain't paying attention. No shit. It's a fashion show. There's a lot going on. Like, woo. Next thing you know, that shit bloop right in my face. Like, you see me on the camera, like, oh shit. Like, thank God it's crazy, and I walk off. That shit cost me $1,000, bro. I swear. Then they said it stained the carpet. That was another $1,000.
That
shit was wicked,
I gotta get it together. Yeah. Oh man. Okay.
But yeah, it's a fashion show coming, man. I'm thinking about February.
Okay.
Well, maybe not February, because that's my niece's birthday, and I always choose that month, because that's my brand birthday is in February, but February, March for sure.
Okay.
It's coming, and it's gonna be big.
I want to go back to when you said your cousin had just passed. What does that have to do with the brand?
So I got a 13-year-old cousin. Well, he was 13 when he passed. His name is Lamani Johnson, and my dad's side of the family actually, so he got some good perks with him. But my cousin, my little brother, my little sister, they all looked up to me. Like I told you, I done got into the streets now, so now I'm basically Fab Junior. That's what they call my dad. So I'm Lil Fab at this point. I got all the goddamn clothes, polo, Jordans, whatever you want. I'm good. And I go in there, he'd be hyped to see me, give him a couple of dollars, like I'm big dog. But he looked up to me for that, and he got killed. So I felt like at that moment, I don't know, it just was a shift. It was like it's time to change. Like the future is now. Like these kids. Like the shit that we instill in them and they see us do that, it means something. So it's like, I feel like if I would have had a more positive outlook, like if I'm not saying I was the reason he was in the streets, but I wasn't the reason he won't in the streets either.
So he was in the streets. It wasn't.
I mean,
like
he was just running wild. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna say in the street, but he was a kid. You know how it's different this day and time. When we was beefing as kids, we may go jumpy.
Right.
Now these kids, you step in their shoe, they beefing, they gonna shoot you. Yeah.
Right.
So when he got killed, man, watching my siblings go through that, it was like, we're gonna be all right, you know what I'm saying? The brand came, that was my transition. I was like, man, fuck the streets. I have a constant battle with like, fuck the streets growing up. Like, it was like, I wanna do the right thing, but they don't pay enough. You know what I'm saying? And then I wanna do this, but then I don't wanna be looked at wrong. So it was like, I was at that moment, I was like, fuck the streets. I ain't selling crack no more. I haven't sold crack since then. Since my cousin died, yeah. I ain't selling crack no more. I ain't about to keep poisoning my people. God damn it. I was
Right
took
on.
my cousin. Yeah, that shit hurt, man. And watching them, like, come on, they kids, man. That's fucked up. That shit hurt. Like, seeing him in that casket, like, damn, you 13, bruh. 13. You ain't seen nothing. So no matter what you go through, smile. It was really for my brother and my sister, for them. The younger ones, no matter what y'all go through, smile, shit was hectic.
Have you lost anyone else to violence?
Shit, I lost plenty of people. If we talk about people that like has an impact on me and my brand.
Yeah. Or just your life in general.
My life in general. My cousin Duke probably was like, that shit was like, that was the worst. That was worse than Lamani, because Lamani was my little cousin. That hurt, but like Duke was my cousin. He was my little cousin, but we hung together every day. Like, so that one was like that was my baby right there. That was like, that one hurt. Yeah, that one hurt.
What does put down the guns, pick up the gloves?
That's all right. That's all right right there. That's all right. That's how you shift the room right there. Oh, bro, I've been into events. So me and Major, bro, they was already boxing. Petey, rest in peace, Vic. Vic got killed in gun violence. Petey, Vic, all of them from Back River, they was already out there. They was doing the boxing thing. So, so I come out there. I sponsored Petey with his match because I had the clothing line. So they fight at Darling Stadium, but the police shut it down. Major, I told y'all he's smart. Major goddamn going like, man, we can get the building, we can charge to get in, we can da-da-da-da. So now we arranging fights. So like, yeah, then we put down the guns, pick up the gloves. You know what I'm saying? A boxing joint. So we tied the clothing line in it. You know what I'm saying? Major had the marketing down packed this way back before people was even doing events and stuff like of our age. And man, that shit was lit. You know what I'm saying? That shit was lit. We were just actually talking about it. Somebody supposedly had got knocked out. It was crazy, right?
So a big boxing thing to like try to like stop violence.
Stop the violence, man. Like we all went in there, we put on the gloves, we had a good time. It was hot as hell, and it was fun. It was fun.
I've heard you mention this major a couple times. What's the significance to you?
Major like my brother, like, bro, Major like my brother, he got a heart of gold, man. When I first met Major, him and one of our other friends, they both was on the run. But I was a runaway, but I lied to her, like, yeah, I want to run too. So I'm running from home, nigga. So we just tapped in, bro. We used to catch the bus all the way 45 minutes up the road. Man, we both ain't really come from shit. You know what I'm saying? And we grew together. Like, our life, we grew together. He believe in anything I do. And he gonna talk his shit. Like, sometimes I be feeling like, man, you my biggest hater, yeah. But, like, I don't mind, like, because it always makes sense at the end. You get what I'm saying? He gonna talk his shit for sure. But, like, it used to do shit, like, down bad. Like, everybody that know us know this story, and yes, I'm gonna say it again, Major. Like, we will have $2 to share. I would steal some cookies so we can have some bread on our stomach. We'd pay for the chips, go to Taco Bell and drink some water, and that was food for the day. I'm saying, we kids, though. He on the run, and I'm a runaway.
Y'all was thugging for real.
Thugging, man. And like, to see where we at now in life, bro, that shit is a blessing, because you wouldn't have thought that for us, man. For real.
What is success to you?
What is success to me?
Yeah.
Success to me is just making sure everybody around me is straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, my nieces, my nephew, just making sure everybody around me straight. Like, I don't want them to have to go through what we went through. You know what I'm saying? Because it's out here. You just got to get out here and get it. It's here for you. So, like, long as the people I love is good, they happy, I'm successful. And if it ain't even money, like, whatever made them happy, that's being successful to me. As long as everybody I love is straight.
So with you losing so many close friends and family to violence, gun violence more specifically, how in tune with you are with the youth nowadays?
I do the best I can, I guess. I go, like, when the opportunity comes to me, like, I went to talk to kids at Heritage, City on My Chest. They have had me at events to talk to kids. So when the opportunity approached, I'm there for it. What I can say is I've shifted a lot. Now that you said that, I've shifted a lot, because in the beginning it was all for the kids. Like, my fashion shows was all kids, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The point of that was to give back to the kids. So they'd come there, you get your clothes for free, you know what I'm saying? You go home with it. You don't have to. It's not about what your mom got. If your shoes dirty, that don't mean nothing, because under this one roof we all one. So I can do better with the kids, and I'm going to do better with the kids, because that's where it all stemmed from, man. I need to tap back to what it was, for real. So I appreciate that question.
What made you want to do fashion shows, and like, what's the process like putting one together?
Ski Hall actually did my first fashion show. He had a fashion show, and he had me as a brand in a fashion show. And after the fashion show, everybody in the crowd, like, I still have this footage. Everybody was just going crazy when my stuff came out, man. My cousin Sharon, we tie-dyed the dress. Like, we just really made it something. And, like, the crowd was just going crazy. It just felt so good. Like, it felt good, bro. Like, and after the fashion show, all the girls, like, the baddest girls that was in there, was like, oh my God, your clothing line is so dope. I've never heard of you. Matter of fact, I don't want to say it was her, because I'm not sure if it was her, 100% sure. But they was like, it's so dope or whatever. It just made me feel good. So then it was like, I want to do my own. Because at first it was just All Smiles. I didn't have brands included with it. I just did the All Smiles show. I did the Rest in Peace tribute. And I just wanted to do it on a bigger scale. So I was like, we did that one at Phoebus Community Center. And I realized how easy it is to just go to get the convention center. And I'm like, this is the plug right here. Everybody asking how you do it. You just call them. You just call them. They got you. And the process of doing a fashion show, you just go to the convention center. You do your blueprint. Just go over there.
All right, we want to do like a little cutaway real quick. We're going to do a segment that we call Memory Lane. Over to your right, there's going to be some pictures face down, and I just want you to lift them, turn them to the camera, and just explain who is it, or if it's you, just the situation, the event, and how you were feeling in that moment.
Oh, I don't know how I was feeling in this moment. My sister looks mad as hell. Ah, man. That's me right there. I guess I was like a little girl. There, yeah. This I don't even remember this. This my mom back here. Oh no. This my grandma. This my aunt Lynn. This my mom. This my cousin. This my brother Hashim.
So some kind of family event.
Yeah,
Okay.
We was in Carolina for sure. For sure. This my grandma was talking about.
Was that
In
the same?
7-Eleven.
This the same day?
Heck no. This is my crib uptown. She had came over and it was actually a video and I was like, something about a man, getting her a man or whatever. And she was like, I'm gonna do it like this and I'm gonna do it like this. She always playing, man. I think I get my personality from her because like she play a lot. Like she like the joke. Her jokes ain't funnier than mine, but she be trying.
This the grandma that raised you?
This my grandma that raised me,
Okay.
for sure.
Hey, grandma.
Gannis, she don't like to be called grandma. Hey, yo, my sister and the kids, she's gonna kill y'all for this one. I'm gonna just cover her up because she hate this picture. So I'm gonna just cover her. I like the kid. Nah, because she hate this picture. So I'm gonna just cover her up because every time I post it, she get mad. But this is Smiles. This is Malieka. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not even gonna do her like that. I love her too. She hates that picture. Yeah.
Okay, could you talk about your sister a little? Like, were y'all raised together?
My sister, yo, that's my mom. You said it was my grandma mom?
Yeah.
My sister's my mom.
Your oldest, this your
Yeah,
oldest
that
sister,
was
okay.
the part of my mother figure. And she great, man. A little bit about her. She teach you to like listen to yourself and like yeah, she is dope, bro. She just overcame everything we've been through, like the same way people feel about me. Like she done been through so much, and she still smiles, she still do it. Like a little bit, like prime example. I'm living in Arizona. My sister got Section 8. You know what I'm saying? She got a job at this little salon. Out of nowhere, she come home. She like, yeah, I'm done with this Section 8 shit. My kids want a house. Fuck this Section 8 and fuck this job too. I believe in myself. I'm about to just start doing hair. I'm gonna give me a suite. She was doing that at her house. I'm gonna just do hair at the house. Long story short, like my sister she moved into a house. The fucking shower comes down from the ceiling, like luxury living. She said, fuck Section 8, fuck a job. Like she an entrepreneur and she believe in herself and everything she set out to do, she do. Like her grind is different. My niece is 17. She bought my niece a brand new car, cash. Like that shit means something to me because we didn't have that growing up. Everybody posting these prom pictures. They rented their kids Maseratis and shit. But like the parents is really out here setting the foundation for their kids. And she really doing that, man. And from what we've been through, like, man, that shit is amazing to see. Like that shit damn near bring tears to my eyes. Like I love her. Hair by Nikhil on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Just small little shout out, Hair by Nikhil on Instagram, yo. And not even just for the hair, man, for the vibe, man. She should charge people just for conversations. For real, that's how deep she is.
You seem like a really like genuine, heartfelt person. Have you ever like gotten anybody who wasn't the same with you?
For sure. Probably on this next picture. For sure.
How do you handle that? I get like no matter what you go through, smile, but like just like
I brush it under the rug. I just brush it under the rug and just move around. I don't really entertain it too much. Like people do fucked up shit, man. I just fuck it. I guess that's what I say. It's a gift from the curse. Like fuck it, keep pushing. Shit happens. People gonna be people. You just gotta disconnect from them. That's how I feel. Don't give them that. I mean, I feel like don't give them access to you. Once they show you who they are, that's my problem. I'm a forgiver. Like where I'm at today in my life, I'm not giving. Once you do me dirty, once you do me, you can't get access to me because I know what I'm about to do. I know who I am. I'm that. You know what I'm saying? I know this now. And for real, for the finesse on 2 times, you don't put me there. So it's like, man, I ain't playing with niggas, man. Playing with nobody. Fuck you. Playing with nobody. Well.
come on. You got it, come on. Get it to us.
Shit, this dude. That's cuz. That's Duke. That's the one. Duke had this thing. He wouldn't get nothing from me from free, bro. He be like, man, when you make it, that's when I want my shit. So yeah, damn. Yeah, that's Duke, man. With the all smiles on, you already see how he rapping. That was the cheap all smiles. Them letters used to fall off.
That was some of the first.
Yeah, that was not the first, but that was some of the first fashion show shit. I had that man, Major actually. We had to print our own shit this fashion show. All the letters fell off. That was our first time on using the heat press and shit. But
talk about the quality. How's the quality of your clothes changed since the beginning?
Oh yeah, that shit crazy, bro. That shit tags, embroidered. You know what I'm saying? I went from printing in the kitchen to a manufacturer. You know what I'm saying? Printing my joint. I ain't gonna lie, I need a little tissue. My shit foggy as hell there.
Sorry.
But yeah, every time I see a red cardinal, I think about Duke. But yeah, the quality definitely different, for sure.
Was he in your fashion show?
Nah, he was there, man. I think he wanted to ride the hoverboard on the stage.
Did you let him?
No, bro. I told that nigga that shit is a liability, bro. I told that nigga like that shit was so. I told him like, bro, you can't do that, bro. You can't do that, bro. Yeah, that shit crazy.
Rest in peace, Duke.
Rest in peace, Duke, for sure. Damn, hold on, get my shit together, man. Y'all fuck me up. Y'all should put that at the bottom. Did that tomorrow. So goddamn. Gotta end it with that. My glasses. I can't even get my glasses on. Train of thought fucked up. But yeah, this Duke. Rest in peace, Duke, man. Every time I be like, cuz you can get it for free, he be like, nah, I'm gonna pay for it, cuz you gonna be rich. This shit gonna take us somewhere. I got a video of him. He said, man, slump sum, all smiles forever. Like, that's what it is, man. I be knowing he watching me. Like, I be knowing he watching me. That shit ain't even no question, bro. Damn. This is on, this Region. This is my dog. Rest in peace, Region. She's my ex-girlfriend, best friend. And the reason I love Region so much is because she taught me fuck being humble. I was in there and I was printing. I had fucked up my leg. I was on bed rest for a year. And I had to pay for like my surgery and all this shit. I ain't have insurance, so you had to have some money up front at this point. So I was printing Trap Lives Matter shit, and at this time they are booming. They booming. Like I'm printing like, man, Stretch will tell you, I'm printing like loads of shit. He coming in here cases of shit, and I'm printing with one leg, bro. Can't even feel my ass. Like my shit, my nerve fucked up. And she came in there, and she like, yo, cause my girlfriend is at that time is her best friend. She like, yo, you printing that shit? I'm like, yeah. She was like, man, everybody in the city, like, all smiles fell off and da-da-da-da, and it's Trap Lives Matter this and Trap Lives Matter that, and you the one sitting. I mean, I heard people say that, and he was like, you the one printing, you ain't even popping your shit. I'm like, I don't be tripping. She like, man, you too humble. So when she died, you know what I'm saying, I took that with me, like, fuck that humble shit, because when you look up the definition of humble, it basically means to make yourself less than for the next person. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't what we need to be out here doing. You know what I'm saying? Whatever your definition is, whatever. Because people like, nah, they just mean stay down till you come up. Don't showboat. Remember, you can lose what you got. But that's not what the dictionary say. That's what y'all say. But if we Google it right now, bro, that's not what it say. It say to make yourself less than. Why would you want to do that for anybody? So Region put me on to, Region is the reason when y'all see that fuck being humble design. You know what I'm saying? This is her. All day. Rest in peace, Region.
So how important is acknowledgement to you and getting the acknowledgement that you deserve?
I don't care about I don't care about it. I don't do it for it. You know what I'm saying? Because when I do good, I feel good. I get it automatically. It just comes back automatically.
And like instant gratification. Once you get see that first design come out from the manufacturer or whatever the fuck, like you just like, you up.
I don't need nobody to tell me. I feel it.
Did it take you a while to come into that, or have you always been like that?
I always been like, we didn't really grow up on love. Like, acknowledgement is more like validation. You know what I'm saying? When your mama come in and you hurt yourself, she's like, oh, give me a hug, you gonna be okay, da 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 da. So people who grow up like that, I feel like they may seek that. But I grew up not knowing anyway. My grandma ain't tell me she loved me every day. My mom ain't tell me she loved me every day. I don't know, I assume. So I don't need you to say it for me to know. So I don't need a nigga to tell me that I'm doing good, to know I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I can do better. You know what I'm saying? It's a constant battle of doing better, but if I was waiting for somebody to be like, oh, Smiles, you doing good, even though they said, I mean, they ain't obligated.
Are you tough on yourself like that? I understand like that you always want to grow, but are you always like, are you hard on yourself like, damn man, like I know I could have did that better, like in any situation, or in certain things, like no, I did a fucking good job.
I'm probably tough on myself, like I could have did better. It's like I always kind of like pick out like the finesse 2-time shit. It's always growing and learning from me. So finesse 2-time shit, I end up getting drunk that day. Packaging won't right. Everything was going like blah. But when at that moment when it's time to do it, I'm sitting there like, damn, why the fuck would you fuck that up? Like why you fucking up? Like.
To go back to the Trap or Die hoodies real quick, you were literally like, it was like Trap or Die because your leg was fucked up and.
Oh yeah, the Trap Lives Matter.
Yeah, the Trap Lives Matter. Yeah.
Trap Lives Matter.
So
Yeah.
How did the leg situation happen? What were you doing to make that happen?
Man, life is crazy, and I believe in karma. Like I was actually being mean as a bitch to my girlfriend on a hoverboard. Me and all my niggas is sitting out here chilling, and we beefing though. She walking down the street with a bag of all clean clothes that she done washed. It's hot as hell outside. But we beefing, so I'm like, nah, nobody better not go over there and help her. Her cousin was like, like, nigga, you better not go over there and help her. I ain't said, but niggas already know. Like, nah, we beefing. So I'm on a hoverboard. I'm riding that shit down. Rest in peace to Rex, but he passed away too. He riding down, I turn around and speak to that nigga, man. My whole leg just went boop, 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 boop. Like I fell on my leg like a slinky, my nigga. I'm on the ground, bruh. I'm like, yo, don't fucking touch me. Cause I can't feel nothing. Like I ain't in pain, but it's like, what the fuck just happened? Yeah. So I'm like, don't fucking touch me. Then that ground started burning me. I'm like, oh, get me the fuck up off the ground. You know what I'm saying? So I get up and my shit just like this in the backseat. Like we going to the hospital. My leg is just like this. This how my ankle is. And I'm like, y'all think it's broke? You know what I'm saying? So I go to the doctor, but they like, man, fuck Satira. They like, yo, you sprained your ankle, you good. They gave me a little ace bandage and shit. Like, you good, you good. Go home, follow up with a doctor, you'll be all right. But I'm sitting there, bro, and I'm like, I'm telling these niggas like, yo, I can't move. I know they said that, I ain't never sprained nothing. I can't move my leg, though. This shit don't work. Like, I can't do this with my leg, my foot. Like, when I shit, I can't feel the right side of my ass. My shit was bruised all the way out. I don't know if this is a sprain. You know what I'm saying? So when I finally go to the doctor, he was like, yeah, you damaged your nerve. He was like, you should have been in here weeks ago. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, because your nerve, the more it stretches down, you know, basically he was saying it only heals a centimeter, like a year type shit. Right. And you know, I damaged my sciatic, so my toes weren't working all the way up to my top of my ass. I ain't had no feeling. And my right leg. But yeah, I was printing them shits, man. I was really trapping. I tell Stretch all the time, like, I don't look at it like how people look at it. Like, he was booming, that was his time, you know what I'm saying? And it helped me financially. Like, he paid, I was supposed to wear AFO, it ain't cool enough for me. But I was supposed to have a plastic piece in my shoe that goes up my leg. And he paid for that. His orders paid for that, because I ain't have it. Once again, my daddy told me he was going to pay for it. He was going to give me some bread on it. Disappointment, didn't pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Even as an adult, didn't pay for it. So now I got to do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? I can't fuck with the weed because I'm big on like, I ain't gonna fuck with the weed where I live at. I got one leg, you gonna come here and take it all. So now my trap ain't booming like it was booming. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? It was Trap Lives Matter. Shout out to Stretch. That was it. I appreciate him for that, but that was for sure. That's how I went. And Region told me I was too humble for letting niggas talk shit about me, but that's me not giving a fuck what people gotta say. If you don't feed it, it won't grow. If I get on there like, man, I print that nigga shit, da 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 da. Now it's this, you know what I'm saying? Anything can be perceived wrong. I don't care what you think. Don't care. I can't even walk. You think I give a fuck about a nigga talking about me? I'm falling off. Yeah, I fell off the hoverboard. I did fall off. The fuck, you're completely correct about that. I fell off. Shit hurt me. Dang. So y'all just want me to keep crying. Dang. This kid. BABG, man. I met him. I feel like everybody come in your life for a reason. I met Kev at an open mic with Capri. No, I'm lying. It was an open mic with Nicole Buckley. And he was like, man, I fuck with the brand, da da da. I got my brand, I want you to check it out. You know what I'm saying? Give me some pointers, da da da. And then I kind of like brushed it off because everybody always do that. Everybody always, when I'm out and about, they want to talk about clothes. So I kind of had brushed it off. And then he doubled back. I seen him in DTLR. Same thing. Then I went to holler at Major, like, yeah, it's a nigga, you know what I'm saying? He told about he do clothes, da da da. Major, you know what I'm saying, was like, yeah, Major was fucking with him already. They already knew each other. He actually taught me how to print shirts with the rest in peace. When Duke died, we printed shirts to pay for the funeral. And he taught me how to. Did I show the picture? He taught me how to he taught me how to print the rest in peace shirts. He just played a major part. We did an all white party together. Like, he really believed in me, and even when Duke died, like, he was there for me, bro. Like, Major was I want to say Major was locked up, but like, he was there for me like 100%, man. And he used to tell me, because mind you, well, you don't know, but I fell off Duke died. I fell off the hoverboard, and now I'm on bed rest for a year. But right after Duke, you know what I'm saying, in this process, I'm already meeting Kev, and then yeah, he showed me a lot, bro. Real genuine, good dude, for real. Like, in that little bit of time that I got to spend with him, I think it was maybe like a year or two that I got to be a friend of him. That shit was like, damn. You need people like this watching over you, for sure. It's Lamani. That's Lamani, man. That's all smiles, for real. It's the reason that is all smiles. For real. This is history. This is history. All smiles. That's how the joint used to look. That's the most recent fashion show. This is history, man.
Is that where you took the L at in 2022?
All Smiles Fashion Week. That was the fucking one. That was the one that took me out of here.
It did not take you out of here, fam.
I mean, shit. Damn near. I thought I died. I ain't never took a loss like that, yo. I done took some risks. I don't gamble. I don't bet unless I know I'm going to win. So I didn't bet on that show thinking I was going to take an L. I know they was going to come. Even if the minimum people came, I was going to get my kickback. The show was paid for, but to take an L like that was... And then it was a whole week of stuff, so it was like, it was more expensive. It was one of my most expensive events, and that one of my biggest L's.
What's one of the moments that you wish you could relive? Your first fashion show?
Yo, you took it right out?
Yeah.
Not my first fashion show. My fashion show this same year, but in February.
Okay.
Man, because that was like the best moment in the world. Like, imagine you sitting behind stage of your show. You don't know what's going on. You in a separate room. You don't see nothing. And they come in there like, yo, we need more chairs, Smiles. And you rushing them off like, yeah, you'll be all right. You don't need more chairs. It's 500 chairs in there. You're good. And then the event manager come in there like, man, you're going to need more chairs. You got a line outside. And you still got people in there standing. Like, you got to get more chairs, da-da-da. And I'm used to doing a regular basic fashion show, just regular lights, da-da-da. But this time I'm back on the scene, been a long time. So I paid for like, I don't know what I'm paying for. Money different, I'm just paying for shit. Niggas like, you need lights? God damn it, I need lights. $1,500 right here for you. Shout out to Infinity Sounds, they did my lights. So I need light shit, $1,500 right here for your lights, da-da-da. And so I'm like, they like, you gotta go in there, Smiles, you gotta get everything in order. So I hurry up and throw my clothes on, throw my little shit on, and when I go in there, I see a fucking room packed to the max. I see my fucking name on the wall, like LED lights, all Smiles presents. I was like, yo, this shit is amazing. I would love to relive that moment because I would sit in the fashion show. I would sit in the whole fashion show.
Well,
I wouldn't leave out. I would embrace that.
Sit there and spectate.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to make it now. Let's work more on more enjoying moments. Mm-hmm. But that was a great feeling because I wasn't used to that. I'm just used to the regular one light at the top of the runway. This shit looked like a production in here. DJ going, people, I'm walking in there and smile, da-da-da. That shit just hit different, man. That shit felt good, bro.
What was like the first time like you just saw something that like sparked you and just like, I gotta do fashion?
The reason I picked fashion was just because I ain't had shit growing up. Mm-hmm. So like people be like, oh, your price is too cheap. But I want them to be. I want everybody to have it. Because like growing up, we couldn't look this good for that low. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, true shit.
Yeah, like you can't look this good. So I want everybody to wear. I want it to be affordable fashion. Of course, I gotta make mine because this is my livelihood. But yeah, it wasn't like I ain't have enough money to look at Louis Vuitton. I ain't have enough money to look at. You know what I'm saying? I was wearing polo at the time, but I ain't have Louis V money. You know what I'm saying? So it was just really my situation. I just used fashion. I just used, you know what I'm saying, fashion as my outlet to deal with things. And I ain't had shit, so it's like, I do it for the niggas who ain't had shit. It's a little kid out here that want to get fresh as hell. Mama can't afford to get it. That was me. So I don't want my shit to be $1 million. Nah, I want a nigga out the hood to have that shit and look good for the low. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to spend $300 on that Nike Tech. I got you right here for $80, bro. It's going to look better. You finesse threw that shit on. He could have thrown a Nike sweatsuit. You know what time it is. You threw that joint on. This is the first fashion show. This is the first fashion show, I want to say. That's my niece. That's my niece Keisha. She is a handful. It's my baby though. Oh, ASTL. I used to have a label, All Smiles the label. I used to have people rapping under me. So this is probably my second fashion show. Cause I had them all performing there.
How many rappers did you have? Or how many artists did you have in general?
So I had Travo, he still rap. I had Hivante. Those are my two main ones. I was doing some work with like Young Diction. He wasn't my artist though, but he was like in a circle of people I fucked with the music.
Right.
And then Travo and Hivante was the main two. Oh look, you see it right? Oh, my nigga Peasy, Free Peasy. So Tayron, that's Hivante, Travo, and then Peasy. ASCL, All Smiles the label. This was at the fashion show that I want to relive. That's C Note. He got a clothing line now called Paris Scales, but that's C Note. He just always been fresh to me. Like even in high school, like he always put it on. So he wasn't even a model for real. I just hit him up like, bro, can you model my shit? Cause he put it on. He put that shit on. This Benz, man, that's like my best friend, bro. Like that's the most genuine person I know. Like he give me that push when I don't feel like pushing. He's just like always there for me. Like Mulatto, I be like, bro, I don't really feel like doing that shit, but I do it because you want me there. But every time he want me there, it always makes sense. It's like, damn, Benz. So now when he call, that nigga call me right now in the middle of this interview. I probably won't answer it, but if he did, I would get up and leave if he needed me. That's how the love I have for him. Because he's never going to steer me wrong. And he genuine, he believing in shit. He'll tell me quick, man, do it for the brand. He tell me, ain't nobody doing this shit like you. Ain't nobody in the mall. Ain't nobody going to Jersey. Like that nigga, man, he just really passionate, man. He really genuine. He a good dude. And he really want to see everybody win, not just me. He want to see everybody win, but he know that I'm going to put that work in. Like, that's my dog. And that's Malieka. That's my baby. I wish I could see him. I probably can't see him. That's my baby. That's Malieka. That's my nephew. My brother named him after me. So this is at the end of the show. Everybody got mad at me because I ain't say all that mushy stuff. I was just like, yesterday's price ain't today's prices. Drop the mic, I'm gone. I said, what you say, Malieka? Yesterday's prices. Malieka said yesterday's prices ain't today's prices. I ain't up the price yet. But yeah, that's that. That was a dope moment, man.
You say you met Finesse and Lotto, right?
Yeah, for sure.
How was meeting them? What was that experience like?
Well, I didn't meet Finesse. Lotto, she genuine, man. She looked good as hell too. I was like, damn, she look good.
Better in person?
Hell yeah, man. I was on that bitch. I was like a motherfucker, like, what's up, girl?
Tiana Taylor or Lotto?
Tiana Taylor. The fuck? It's my baby. You trying to get her to break up with me on this shit? I know me and Tiana date, baby. Yeah.
What you gonna do about Iman, man?
He know what's up. He know what's up. Waiting on my mama. He gonna fuck up. Nah, Tiana Taylor all day because just I got a crush on her. So, well, no, I don't lie. I got a new babe. Fuck all those jokes. She know who she is. Her. It's her.
You can go to the next one.
Oh yeah, this is me and Malieka. That's the same event. That's a good picture, Kai. So, yeah, that was the fashion show. All of the lights. That's how I would describe that. He gonna see this when he grow up and be like, man, I'm him.
You said this is your nephew?
Yeah, that's my nephew.
Is this your sister that was out in Arizona?
No, this is my little brother's son.
Oh, okay.
My little brother Junior. Fat boy. Breakdown God. This is epic. This was right after I got off on bed rest. Daily Press hit me up. And they was like, they wanted to do an interview. I was still wobbling. And I was like, I was scared. I'm like, I think the police are gonna get me. I think they did it. I said, man, they try to trick me. So I actually lied this whole interview. I'm gonna be honest with y'all with this interview. But I lied this whole interview. I said my grandma paid for the fashion shows. I lied. I was scared because they had just did somebody interview that was selling dinners, and then the people started coming up to them talking about goddamn. He needed a food license. I ain't had no business license. I'm in that line. I'm like, yeah, and I'm working. I said, I don't make no money. I just give this stuff away, and I work at 7-Eleven to give it away for free. Yeah, I lied my ass off. Sorry, Daily Press, but hey, shit, you work for them people. Yeah, I don't trust them.
How was it? What was that moment like when you got that call and you just getting off of bed rest and it was like, damn, like, did it feel like you was back kind of? Or?
Man, I thought it was like somebody was tricking me, man, because I was like, she didn't want even a call. She hit me up on Facebook. And I ain't even been promoting my brand or nothing, you know what I'm saying, because I'm on bed rest. And she was like, man, I want to basically, I want to get to know you and about your brand, your story. And yeah, I mean, she touched bases on Lamani. It was a very good interview. I think she touched bases on Lamani, but I was just kind of scared. Like, I would have never went up there and was like, oh yeah, I sell drugs.
Right.
Yeah, not to the
Daily
Press.
Of course.
I don't even want that light. You know what I'm saying? At that time, now my past is my past, but at that time, that was my truth. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that was lit though. Ain't nobody doing that, man. That's all right.
Daily Press.
Daily Press, that's the beginning. Lotto, that's me and Lotto. I'm glad y'all printed these out. Can I have these?
No, absolutely.
This me and Lotto. It was dope. If you ever see this video, she was like, man, I put this on right now. I should have put this on right now. And I feel like it was genuine. Like her spirit, like her energy, the way she talked to people, watching her perform, just watching how she moved. It just made me feel like, yeah, I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be on the stage. Like, the seats I get at these shows can't be paid for. There's no price for this. You can't pay to be where I'm at. So the moments be real. Like, this was like, Benz, the DJ, plugged me in. He hit me like he was DJing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we work hand in hand. If he DJing a major event, I'm there. Boosie, I was on stage. Lotto, I was on stage. Finesse 2 times, I was on stage. So Benz opened this door for me, man. He always said the same thing, man. It's what the brand need. You gotta do it for the brand, even if you don't want to do it. It ain't about
a lot of
want.
celebrities.
Cause I'm that. I'm about to be that. I'm there.
I heard you even went to school with one. Drum.
Oh yeah, Drum was cool. I gave Drum some merch too. Yeah, Drum was cool, man.
I heard you used to like
ride his moped. Yeah.
He's
like, man, he's always getting in trouble. I always came back late. Yeah, for sure. He'll tell you. I used to ride his moped, man. Drum was cool. Fresh. This was life changing. And it's recent, and that's the crazy thing about it. Like, this moment right here made me feel like it's time. It's my time. So I just recently moved, and every morning I wake up, especially leading up to this day, I was seeing a red cardinal. And Duke always told me that, well, Duke told my cousin, and it stuck with me, that when you see a red cardinal, that's somebody who passed away, you know, looking over you. So, you know what I'm saying? And that's the reason I wore red today, you know what I'm saying? But this moment, I cried, bro. At first, I was so excited. I was just like jumping around the house telling Major, like, yeah, he put it on. Because Major told me he wasn't going to put it on. Major like, I don't know how you doing that shit, man. He ain't going to put it on. He ain't going to give him no money. He need the money. He ain't going to put it on, da-da-da. So I'm like,
do he sound like
that? He'll sound like that. He'll sound like that. He kind of sound like that. But it kind of discouraged me in a sense, because I'm like, man, he ain't going to put it on. It made me like, well, I'm tired of doing this. I gave it a lot was my fault, because I really gave her the wrong size. Mm-hmm. I didn't tell nobody. I knew she wasn't going to put it on. She couldn't fit it. Mm-hmm. I felt bad. But then it's like, when he told me this, I kind of almost fumbled again because I didn't know he could fit this. This was actually just in the car. If you see the video, originally I was supposed to go back to the house, get his shit, package it up how I did Lotto's. Like on Lotto's, you see she got the ASZ bag, you know what I'm saying? So even if he don't put it on the photo op, it still got him with the brand. So once Major said he wasn't gonna put it on, I kind of got discouraged. So now I'm chilling. I'm just out drinking with the guys all day. We went to Band's had a day party at Legacy. I went there, was drinking there, went to Juan's, drank. I'm fucked up. Fuck it, he ain't gonna put it on anyway. Why I'm wasting my time, Just drop me off. I'm gonna be on stage, that's good enough for me. You know what I'm saying? And I nigga put it on. So I get there, I'm like asking the people like behind us, like I'm asking Band's drunk, like Band's, they ain't got no bags here. Like I really like, it was in like an open bag. Like it was, the presentation was horrible. I was like, Band's, y'all ain't got no bag, cause now I'm drunk. But I'm sober because like now I'm in here where it counted. When I'm out there with my niggas and Major, shit, he ain't gonna put it on anyway. Take another shot. We outside tonight. But now I'm here and I'm unprepared. I'm watching all these people be so professional. Even Band's done got his shit together. He's setting up. Everybody, I'm in a room full of money. These are the niggas who bought Finesse 2 times here. And I got a fucking open bag that's not even this nigga size for real. But these niggas believe in me enough to put me in position, but I ain't even believing in myself enough to make sure I'm there for those positions. You know what I'm saying? So at that moment, like this whole moment, this event, everything was life changing because like, damn, you gotta tighten up now. So I'm trying to get a bag, I can't get a bag. So now I done convinced myself it don't matter. He won't gonna put it on anyway. So I'm telling myself, like, I don't even care if I give it to him or not, bro. I'm on stage with Finesse 2 times. This is good enough for me. So Dutchie hit me, we in the crowd, he performing, Dutchie like, yeah, you got that? Shout out to Dutchie because he made the move happen at Soko. He like, you got that? I'm like, yeah, I got that. He was like, what size you get him? Pissed me off he asked me that. Cause I know I got the wrong size. I'm like, man, I got an extra large, but I think it'd do. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to give him a 2X because my shit run kind of slim. But so Dutchie like, I'm not pressed still. So we go back to watching him performing. So now Finesse 2 times leaving. I see him leaving. I don't care because I'm good with being on the stage. I got the footage. I'm going to promote on my gram. Everybody going to see I was on stage with Finesse. That was enough for me. So Dutchie like, come on, yo, come on. He rushed me, but I'm kind of moving slow because I don't really, you know what I'm saying? It don't look right. The bag raggedy. It's just like, damn. Long story short, man, he go out there. We about to hand it to him. The security nigga like, nah, he don't roll down the window. Finesse 2 times didn't even roll down the window. He like, the security number like he gave it to him. Excuse me. He was like, this dopest brand out here, all smiles, da da da. I got it on, she got it on, gave the spill. The security like, yeah, I'm gonna get it. And Dutchie, man, he kind of felt like, damn, my bad smiles. Like, I mean, I was trying to get, because he even asked, like, can we get like a little picture with it? He was like, nah, I'll make sure you get it though. You know what I'm saying? Like, brushes off. But he got Dutchie number or whatever. And Smile, Dutch was all night. He was like, man, my bad, Smiles, man. I got it in the car for you though. I got it in the car. I'm like, bruh, I don't give a fuck. This was enough. Bro, I was on stage with Finesse 2 times. Soko got fucking fired. I'm fucking lit. I don't care, man. I appreciate that because in my mind, I didn't even care if that happened. Like, because I felt like I already had fumbled the ball. You know what I'm saying? Man, I'm Friday night, so he wore this. That was Friday night. He wore it on Saturday. So Sunday morning, Sunday like 6 in the morning, Reese Ryder hit me up. And I saw the notification on Instagram, but I'm like, you know, so I'm thinking like maybe they want me to come out, do some networking or something, or do like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't know, so I ain't open the message instantly. And I wake up, my shit dinging, so now I get up. He was the first message I opened, bro, and it was Finesse 2 time wearing my shit. Bruh.
Did you scream?
I'm all through the house. I'm jumping, nigga. I'm like, baby, you got it on, bitch. You got it on. You stupid nigga. Look, I'm showing her. Baby looked at that shit, was like, I ain't gonna lie. You got that shit on, bro? I said, yeah, nigga. He got it on. And the way I felt, like, so I'm overjoyed, yo. I'm like so happy, like, yo, he got it on, da da da. And I go to the post, like, now first I noticed he had it on. Now the excitement of him having it on, because the day before I got a brand ambassador, his name is Zion Rainey, and he rapping stuff. So I went to his performance. I was sick. I really didn't want to go, but I'm like, let me go and support him because he support everything I do. So I go support him, and with me seeing him, he says, all it's going to take that one moment, you know what I'm saying, or that one person, and it's going to change everything for your brand. So this didn't change for my brand. I didn't get $1 million because he put it on. But I began to believe in myself more. I know that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. It was all the confirmation I needed. It was like everything. Like the post, not only did he put it on, he took a picture in it. So my theory of it is when he got in that car, it was that message, bro. It was it was Duke, it was Lamani. It was me seeing them red Cardinals all week. Because when he put it on, he took a picture, and one of the pictures, it was the back of it, where you could see that it says, no matter what you go through, smile. That shit, man, everything. Like, I was on the phone with my sister's like, and I'm like, I couldn't even control it. I was just crying, like, this shit don't feel real. Like, it's like a transition, like a shift. Like,
you got me over here tearing up. God damn, boy.
Get your tissue, man.
God damn, boy.
But yeah, it was like that whole situation. Like, it was like, it made me believe in myself. It made me know, like, them red Cardinals, like Duke was telling me, like, yeah, this shit gonna happen. And even when people around you is doubting it, you know what I'm saying? And not saying bro was down there on some hating or no shit like that. That nigga love me. Like, he for everything I'm for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But even when it's like doubt in the air, you get what I'm saying? Still stand on what you gotta stand on and keep doing this, because this the way. Zion told me that one moment that it was all it would needed was one person to put it on, and it was gonna change my life. He told me that, and it did, because my grind different. I want it more than I've ever wanted it before. I want this shit so bad, because I know it. This me. This is what I'm here to do. And it's deeper than just putting clothes on people. My message is going to be seen. When he posted the back of that hoodie, it confirmed. Your message is going to be seen. People going to know. Yeah, that was dope, man. Shout out to Finesse 2 Times, because that shit just felt genuine. It felt intentional. If you saw the post, the caption he put with it, the different clips he put with it, I got a screen recorder on my phone. It just like, it felt intentional, like he did that for me. Like,
right.
Because even if he put it on, he's a celebrity, he don't have to take a picture in it. He don't have to perform in it. He don't have to tell his cameraman, get this picture of me from the back.
He did a whole performance in this shit, bro. A whole
and posted everything. He gave me that. That was his thank you. He gave me that. If I ever meet him, bro, I'm going to tell him, like, that's how I felt. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I felt like he gave me that. For sure.
Fucking amazing. I'm
going to take a shot now. Y'all, I'm going to take me a little shot, a little intermission. Y'all already know, smoking on the best. Shout out to Lay Liaison, man. That's my dog. Brand from out LA Traffic, Backpack Boys.
Backpacker.
Yeah, for sure. You got the pre-rolls, everything you need, rush hour. I need to light a blunt now. I need to light a blunt. Oh yeah, free thugger. That's what we rolling out of.
YSL, free YSL.
For sure.
I think we still got a couple more pictures left.
Yeah, for sure. Oh shit, this a recap. Got off the plane. I didn't even know who he was. I thought he was Chingy or somebody. I got off the plane in Atlanta. That's Chameleonaire. I got off the plane.
You thought Chameleonaire was Chingy?
I don't fucking listen to music. I didn't know. You know, I listen to Jay-Z. I didn't know. So he walked past, and my cousin Shakur, she can vouch. She picked me up from the airport in Atlanta. He was like, nice hoodie. And I'm like, thank you. Keep walking. She was like, do you know who that is? I'm like, nah. Chingy? She was like, nah, that's Chameleonaire. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh. She's like, man. I'm like, I got clothes. Should I go get one? He said he liked my hoodie. So I go back. I'm like, yeah, I got a clothing line, This is my clothing line. He's like, oh, for real? I was like, can I give you a hoodie? He was like, yeah, for sure. He took it. I was like, can I get a picture? He was like, I'm rushing. I was like, all right, that's cool. He was like, you know what? I'll give you a picture. He turned me down in front of my cousin to tell you. So he gave me the picture. And he took the picture for me. And then right here is Just Hilarious. I caught her at a comedy show. I got a video of her dancing in it. That was in Arizona. Right here, that's Juvenile. I caught him in Arizona. Boosie, this is funny because at this Juvenile joint, I met a dude named, I can't think of his name. I think it's Steve. And he was basically telling me how you can get with the artists if you just go behind, like, just do your research and know when they coming. But he plugged me in with Boosie. Show. He was like, just go through the alley. I ain't gonna be there, but you go through the alley. That's where they bring him in. Like, that's what his hobby is, getting pictures with celebrities. So I went through the alley. I used my sister. My sister cute. I used her to flirt with the security. Got us in there. So now we VIP in there drinking. They getting us drinks. They ain't really VIP, but because it's like a on the floor show. But she gave Boosie the jump, man. He thought she was cute or something because everybody was talking to him, and he carried everybody and took that picture for her. BB Judy, me and my sister went to one of them little classes or whatever where they like kind of give you like some business insight. She an entrepreneur. So this was in Vegas. No, this was in San Francisco. And this one is back to Benz. I was living in Arizona, and he was popping at the time doing a little dance and shit. And they was here at a club, and I mailed Benz 2 shirts. I gave him a regular t-shirt and I gave him his dope ass shirt. And I was like, man, you can pick which one you give to him. I ain't tripping, they both the same size. And he gave him the dope shirt. At that moment I said, oh, bro, real nigga. He was like, yeah, man, you gotta get him the best shit. You gonna put it on.
What were you doing out in Arizona?
Living. I went there to visit and never came back.
Why, and how'd you end up back here?
So I went to Arizona to escape my past.
Okay.
Got fired on my day off in Arizona.
Explain this.
So
explain this.
I was working for a job. I never missed a day. I missed my aunt's funeral. Like this shit, regular job shit. They don't let you off. You can't go, or you get fired, or you lose points. They was giving me a better position because I worked so good. I had so many certificates. They like, yo, you are a star employee. It's time for you to get paid more. You know what I'm saying? Like more stability within a job. And I came down to Virginia. Like it was time for the transition. They were doing a background check, more extended background check. And I came down to Virginia to visit. And I'm checking my email, trying to get my itinerary back because my friend get killed. So I'm like, man, I'm ready to get the fuck from around here. My friend get killed, and I'm like, damn, I'm looking for my email, and y'all motherfuckers fired me. I look at the email, and it's like, we no longer need you. I say, wait, I'm just trying to come over to work for y'all. But it's cool because when I worked at Vans, I met this dude named Mylan, and he told me, like, I was, like, top seller at Vans, for sure. He was like, bro, if you did that with your brand, do you know where you'll be? Da-da-da-da, like, you got it. Like, you got the gift for this shit. Like, you making them all this money. Like, we got this thing, whoever made the most sales get 90% off for the whole month. I had that shit for like a year straight. Damn. You're not fucking with me when it comes to buy one, get one half off. I'm gonna get a shirt, you need a shirt to match, you need a belt. But Vans taught me a lot with my brand. So I feel like everything I went through taught me something. For sure. But yeah, them people fired me on my day off. This picture was the best moment of my life. Nah, not the best, but it was dope. We was doing like a live streaming at Prospect to promote the show. I had a different flyer up there, but the flyer was like ugly. I ain't gonna say it was ugly, but it wasn't exciting. I didn't feel like it caught the eye. So they ended up putting a new one up there. This one they was changing. So we doing a podcast. My brother called me like, they changed your sign, yo. Your new picture up there. I was like, word. So everybody left the podcast. This is Dollar. He was the co-host. This is Nod. She was the host. This was Bands, the DJ. Then that's me. And we all just went out there and took a picture of the sign together and did promo. That was a dope moment because like we were all hyped. And normally when I take a picture of the signs, just me and my nigga Black, we in the car, boom, we snatch a picture and go. But this moment felt good because the energy out there, I can tell everybody felt the way I felt about that sign. So it was dope. It's my sister and me in a VAVG shirt. I got hottest clothing line in VA. Pella, he did this thing where you had to do a poll and you just had to get people to vote for you. And man, I had my girl up there. She was voting like 100 times. Like she was like loyal. Every day she'd vote. How many times they let you vote? She voted. And the whole city, and they did the award ceremony. It was me and my sister. And I won. That shit felt good, man. But I mean, it wasn't even a lot of clothing lines out there. So I guess it was kind of easy to win. But I won. Probably, I'm winning. This is the picture. This picture caption said, "Mama, I made it." That's how I felt. Like this shit was sold out. All them empty seats had people in there. So I felt like I made it. Like I done been through so much, and like I'm still here. I'm still breaking. Like you don't expect people like me to be doing shit like this. So that's me, Mama, I made it. That's what my caption said. That's how I felt. Like,
what is the love that you've been receiving over the last 10 years feel like?
Amazing. Cause I'm just like regular, but I can go in the store and they be like, "Oh, it's all smiles. Let me take a picture." I may be in a club and I hear them whispering like, "Yeah, I think that's the all smiles girl." It just feel good, man. Then you got people that just come up to you and then they just tell you like, When one lady I was in Patrick Henry, and her son, I don't know what to call it, but he in a wheelchair, he kind of like special needs. And she stopped by the table and she had asked me about my brand or whatever, and I told her what it meant. And I told her that it had no matter what you go through, smile. And she broke down and cried, like hugged me, and I felt when she hugged me, it's like I felt like the weight drop off her or something, bro. It was like a crazy feeling. And so that shit was just a crazy feeling. So that was like that love I like, cause it was genuine. Like she don't know me from a can of paint, and she was just telling me like what she go through with her son being special needs, and she really needed that message. Like she cried. She cried. And she was like, I just want to hug you. Like that love felt good. I don't need like 100 likes on Facebook, 1,000 views. That genuine love feels good.
Is there anything else that you would like the people to know about Smiles?
Shit, it ain't Y'all pretty much not for real. I mean, shit, this is me right here in this packet. You need to put this in the book.
What's coming in the future, in the near future, or
For sure, I'm gonna have a storefront. For sure. So this, my goal is, and I came up with this today, so don't quote me on this, but the way I see this working out for me is, I'm going to Jamaica in July. I'm going to do a crazy drop for my birthday at Collab Not Compete. I'm going to take all the money from that, and that's how I'm going to start my store. So I'm going to just promote it, like, come shower with me for my birthday. I feel like the views is going to be there because they're going to be following me anyway because I'm in Jamaica. I'm going to try to get in, I'm going to have my website booked up, and my goal is to take all that money from that birthday weekend and use that for my storefront and, like, really invest in it. So by, like, September, I want a store. So whatever time it takes, that's going to be my first investment. That's going to be my first
location
down payment. The girl who I was this should already be in motion by the time this dropped. So the girl who I was speaking to about that I said earlier, Bree, she found a spot by the alley. So we looking for that. But I don't really care about location because I feel like my traffic gonna come to me wherever I'm at.
Could you just give like a little message to the kids, to the youth, everyone watching?
My message is gonna always remain the same. Like no matter what you go through, smile. Like it may seem hard, it may be stuff you don't understand. You just gotta know better days are coming. It ain't over. As long as you wake up and got that fight in you, it's gonna keep going. Like just keep going. Never give up. Never feel like you're not enough. Like whatever you want to do, you could do. We all human, and never say like treat yourself like you less than. We all get the same 24 hours in a day. Just go out there and get it.
And there y'all have it. All smiles.
Hey, it's all smiles. We stopping there with Medium Fast TV, boy. That was fucking dope. That was dope, bruh.